Happy morning, guys. Now next we are going to discuss about that applications of Kohlrausch law. Now three laws we are completed, right? Three applications we are completed. Now fourth one, calculation of solubility. Okay, that formula you know, KSP last year in equilibrium. KSP, that formula. That is SP is solubility product. SP means that we I think you remember it, that yeah. So that only. Now calculation of solubility of Sprengel soluble salts. Okay, calculation of solubility. Now subheading is calculation of solubility of Sprengel soluble salts. Sprengel soluble salts means what? Actually, for example, common thing, just you take some amount of sugar, you take into the water. Now easily it will soluble after some time, 1 or 2 minutes it will soluble. Okay, take same sugar, you take in kerosene. It won't soluble. It is insoluble. In kerosene oil, sugar is insoluble, but it is in water easily soluble. And take what, for example, barium chloride you take, silver chloride you take, otherwise barium sulfate you take, BaSO4. Take BaSO4. This one you take into the water and just wait for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It won't soluble. Little bit is soluble. For example, 10 grams you taken in water. For after 10 minutes, only 5 grams only soluble. Remaining, it is not soluble. That time we have to stir it well. We have to stir it more and more. We have to stir it. So that time it is soluble. That kind of salts are called Sprengel soluble salt. Sprengel soluble salts. Now that one we have to calculate it. How to calculate it? Calculate the solubility of Sprengel soluble salts. Now examples of Sprengel soluble salts is barium sulfate, silver chloride, and lead sulfate, SO4, and etc. Many are there. In that, these are the best examples. Okay. Now, how to find out this solubility? Okay. How to find out solubility? The formula they given according to Kohlrausch law. According to Kohlrausch law, lambda naught m equals to kappa into 1000 by molarity. Okay, so this only how can we write? Kappa into 1000 by solubility. This is the formula. This is the solubility formula. Now how can we write this one? Lambda naught m equals to kappa into 1000 by solubility. How can we write this? Solubility equals to kappa into 1000 by lambda m, molar conductivity. This is the formula for solubility. By using this one, we have to calculate the solubility. AgCl, BaSO4, lead SO4, whatever it, you have to calculate by using this one. Okay. According to Kohlrausch law, what is AgCl how to write? For AgCl how to write? It is lambda naught m equals to lambda naught Ag plus and lambda naught Cl minus. This already you know, right? This way we have to write and we have to calculate the solubility. Got it? Now based on this theory, problem number 1. The conductivity of, write the question, the conductivity of saturated solution of AgCl at 288 Kelvin is found to be 1.382 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Simon centimeters. Find its solubility given ionic conductance of Ag plus Cl minus infinity dilution or infinity dilution. Delta naught m value the given 61.9 Simon centimeter square per mole and 76.3 Simon centimeter square per mole respectively. Got it? This is the question. Now do it. If you want to do it. Okay? Now today's question number 1. Today's question number 1. See, first of all, what we have to find out? What is the formula? Solubility formula. Solubility equal to kappa into 1000 by delta m. So delta m value we have to find out. Solubility we have to calculate, right? So K value they given already. How much they given? 1.382 into 10 to the power of minus 6 they given. Pause the video, do the problem, then look at the video. Okay? So K they given and we have to calculate delta m and 1000 is there. Solubility we have to calculate. Now delta naught m equals to molar conductivity equals to AgCl is, now this only, upside only we wrote, before only we wrote. Now AgCl equals to lambda naught Ag plus value how much? Plus lambda naught Cl minus, it is 61.9 plus 76.3. Ag plus they given, Cl minus they given. Now finally the answer is 138.2 Simon centimeter per mole. Okay? So molar conductivity is Simon centimeter per mole. Remember it. Now molar conductivity we find out. Now let's take solubility. Okay? Solubility equals to K into 1000 by lambda naught m. K value how much? 1.382, right? Into 10 to the power of minus 6 into 1000 by lambda m is how much? 138.2. Okay, all values are very near. Now it's become how much? It is 10 to the power of, now solubility equals to 143 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So 1.43 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams per liter. Okay, actually 10 to the power of minus 5 moles per liter got it. Okay, and 143 why they will done? Okay, by calculation I think it will come. 1 minute I will do the calculation, then I will start the video. Okay, now here 3 what is answer will come? Solubility. Now just to cancel this point will come next. It is solubility is 10 to the power of minus 5 will come. 10 to the power of minus 5 will come into molecular mass of AgCl is 143.5. Okay, grams per liter. Now this step after this step. Directly I taken first of all. Okay. Yeah. This is the solubility. Finding the solubility. So one AgCl at 288 Kelvin. This solubility they given. Got it? Now like that one more problem is there. Now we'll do later that one. Now first we'll go to the last one. It is last application. It is calculation of ionic product. Calculation of ionic product. Last one, fifth one. It is calculation of ionic product of water. Calculation of ionic product of H2O. Okay. Now here ionic product means what? Water is converted into ions, either cation, either anion. Both will form. Okay. So both values by using we have to find out the molarity, all molar conductance we have to find out. Okay. This also already we completed in equilibrium. So first of all, what are the water ions? H2O is converted into H plus and OH minus. So here what? Two ions. 1, 2. One is cation, one is anion. Now lambda naught H plus is 349. Remember this value. 0.8 Simon centimeter square per mole. Okay, remember this. You have to remember this value. That's it. And lambda naught OH minus is how much? It is 198. Yesterday's class. 198.5 Simon centimeter square per mole. So according to Kohlrausch law, it is H2O value is how much? It is 548.7. Got it? H plus OH minus both combinedly we are added. H2O is this much will come. Siemens centimeter square per mole. Okay. Now specific conductancy of pure water. Specific. Okay, I will write. Specific conductance of pure water. This is standard volume. Pure water at 298 Kelvin. 298 Kelvin is K is 5.54 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Siemens per centimeter. Definitely you have to remember this. Whatever all numbers are there. This number, this number, this number and this number. This is very, very important. Okay. Now apply the formula. Molar conductivity equals to kappa into 1000 by molarity. Kappa into 1000 by molarity. Now molarity is coming this side. For example, molarity equals to kappa 1000 by lambda m. This is a molarity formula. If the specific conductance, molar conductivity given. If the specific conductance and molar conductivity if given, this is a molarity formula. So now molarity equals to either H plus or OH minus R OR. Okay. Now equals to K how much? It is 5.54 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Minus 8 only given. Yes, minus 8 only given. And into 1000 by now molar conductance, it is 448.3. So molarity got it 1.01 into 10 to the power of minus 7 gram ions liters. Okay, so this is for both H plus and OH minus. So KW means what? The constant at water equals to H plus OH minus. This is the formula, KW equal to H plus OH minus. This already we completed last year. Okay, now this is 1.01 into 10 to the power of 7, close the bracket. This value for equal both, okay, for this and this. If you do for this, same value will come. If you do for this, same value will come. So 1.01 into 10 to the power of minus 7, close the bracket. Now finally equals to KW equals to 1.02 into 10 to the power of minus 14. 10 to the power of minus 14. What it is, pH scale is coming in this between. Okay, 1.01 into 10 to the power of minus 4. That is the molarity of water. That is the molarity of water. This is the topic of Collar's law. Now 5 applications are very, very important. Now once again, fifth one I will show you. Calculation of ionic product of water. Water 2 ions values. So water full value K equals to this much. Pure water at 298 Kelvin. This number, these 2 numbers important. So molarity calculation is like this. Now for OH, H plus, both are, we are getting values like this. So KW equal to H plus OH minus is 10 to the power of minus 40. This is the final conclusion, last application of Collar's law. That's it. This is the 5 applications we completed. Okay. Now let's go to the electrochemical cell. Next topic. Before going to that, some problems we will practice once again. Okay. Yeah. Okay guys, one problem we have to do. The problem is at 291 Kelvin, saturated solution of BaSO4 was found have specific conductancy of 3.648 into 10 to the power of minus 6 ohms per centimeter. That water is used being 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 6 ohms per centimeter. Ionic conductance of Ba plus 2 and SO4 2 minus ions are 110 and 136 ohms centimeter square per mole respectively. Calculate the solubility of BaSO4 at 291 K. The Ba is 137, S is 32, oxygen is 16. This is the question. That is the question we have to solve it. See, actually in the question, read all the measurements at 291 K. At 291 K. BaSO4 is K given, BaSO4 K given. How much? It is 3.648 into 10 to the power of minus 6 ohm power minus 1 per centimeter. Okay, and water also they given, H2O K value they given. So 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 6, okay, ohm centimeter power. And ionic conductance they given, it is Ba plus 2 110 and SO4 2 minus is 136. Okay, see here, BaSO4 plus 2 charge, SO4 minus 2 charge, 2 minus charge. Okay, so this if we are adding, if we have to add, that is later secondary, but actually here two specific conductance they given, but according to our formula is solubility equals to kappa 1000 by molar conductivity. Molar conductivity we know, this one combinedly molar conductivity 1000. Okay, K is two values they given, BaSO4 with H2O. Now in saturated solution of Ba was found is a specific conductance and the water is being used, ionic conductance, and they given, simply they given solubility of BaSO4 only is asking. Okay, so here what formula we have to use? K BaSO4 only for K specific conductancy of BaSO4 is equal to solution K minus water. Water solution onwards, water remove it. Solution onwards, water remove it. That is a pure BaSO4 specific conductance will come. Pure BaSO4 specific conductance will come. Okay, now let's take solubility. Solubility equals to K value. K value what? K minus K. Solution minus water. It is K, right? So solution is what? Total solution. How much they given? 3.648 minus water is 1 point. How much? 1.250 into, both are 10 to the power of minus 6 only, right? So 10 to the power of minus 6 into 1000 by 110 plus 136.6. Okay, after this solubility rate, solubility equals to solubility formula into molecular mass. Remember that, molecular mass. What is molecular mass? Solubility of which compound we are taking, that is molecular mass. So here molecular mass of BaSO4 we have to take. So the solution into BaSO4 is how much? BaSO4 is 233. Like before we found like that only, right? For where? Yeah, here. Solubility equals to this value by solubility equals to this value into molecular mass. Molar mass of AgCl we are found out. Like that only we have to calculate here also. It is 233 we have to take. Okay. Now final answer will come. What is solubility equals to 266 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams per liter. This is the solubility of this question. Question number 5. Got it? This is the way of doing. ionic product, solubility. Next, yesterday's problem we will solve 1 or 2. Okay. Now question, just look at the fourth one. Conductivity is 0.0024 m. Acetic acid solution is 7.897 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Siemens. The conductivity this much, kappa. And calculate the molar conductivity in the solution. If molar conductivity of acetic acid is this much, 390 Siemens per centimeter per mole, what would be its dissociation constant? Dissociation constant we have to find out. So fourth question answer is how much they given? 32 Siemens centimeter per mole, 185 they given. Okay. Now let's do the problem. First of all, what is he asking? Conductivity given. Conductivity, molarity also given. Calculate the molar conductivity is asking. Calculate the molar conductivity. Question number 6. Question number 6. Molar conductivity. Before I done, just you do it. You know question, right? Yeah. Kappa into 1000 molarity. Kappa into 1000 molarity. So K value they given 7.896 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into 1000. Molarity how much? 0.0024. Okay. So molar conductivity at concentration we found out 32.76. Now alpha equals to molar conductivity concentration by lambda molar infinity dilution. Okay. So infinite dilution already they given. Molar concentration is 32.76 by infinite dilution of molar conductivity is 390.5 already they given. So finally we got it alpha 0.084. Alpha value we got it. Now next K constant, not kappa amma, this is constant. C alpha square dissociation constant 1 minus alpha. See the concentration in the starting of the question 0.024. See here concentration molarity. Alpha is 0.084 square by 1 minus alpha 0.084. And now dissociation constant is 1.85 into 10 to the power of 5. This is the dissociation problems. Got it? This is the one kind of problem. Next, based on Kohlraasch law, shall we do? That is simple, very easy problems that all are. Okay, we'll do one more problem based on that. Okay. Now let's go to the here once again fourth problem. I will show you. Copy this problem. The molar conductance of NaOH till 3 you done right yesterday. Now today fourth one, the molar conductance of NaOH, NaCl, BaCl infinity dilution are 2.481 into 10 to the power of minus 10, 1.265 into 10 to the power of minus 2 and 2.800 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Simon meter they given meter only. I think printing mistake. I think no meter square per mole. Calculate delta m infinite dilution of BaOH twice. Guys, here Ba where it is there in BaCl, Ba is there, and OH where it is there, Na. So this is 2 times, this is 1 time minus Cl and Na. 1 time minus, 1 time minus, 2 times Cl. Got it? Yeah, that based on we have to do the problem. Copied. Now do it. Now do the problem. Pause the video. Do it. Then later watch. Continue the video. Okay. Now continue the video. Question 7. 7th question. They clearly they said. Okay. Now first you take NaOH equal to lambda Na plus lambda OH minus. Now here only I will do the problem. Okay, NaOH how much they given? Lambda naught NaOH equal to 2.481 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Like that I will write all. Lambda naught NaCl equals to 1.265 into 10 to the power of minus 2. And last one lambda BaCl. Question where it is, yeah, BaCl2 it is 2.800 into 10 to the power of minus 2. This is the question. What we have to calculate? Delta naught BaOH2 is how much is asking. Question is that only. Okay. Now let's take delta naught BaOH twice equals to lambda naught m BaCl2 plus BaCl2 once we have to take. Ba1 is there, Ba is 1 is there, but OHs are 2 there, but Ba1 only there, so 1 only we have to take this. Now next plus OH twice, right? This 2 we have to take. 2 we have to take. So 2 lambda m. Amma, you can take that lambda, this lambda, both are same only. Now 2 times of NaOH you have to take. Okay? 2 times of NaOH we have to take. Now here 2 Cls we have to remove it. 2 Cls we have to remove it, and 2 Ns we have to remove it. 2 Ns. So simply minus lambda naught m continuation amma plus 2 NaOH minus lambda. What we have to remove? Lambda m. NaCl we have to remove. Yes. How many times? 2 times. So 2 times NaOH, 2 times NaCl. So BaCl 2 times add NaOH, 2 times remove NaCl. Okay. Now let's take lambda naught m BaOH2 equals to BaCl2. How much? BaCl2 is 2.800 into 10 to the power of minus 2 plus 2 into NaOH. Yeah, 2.481 into 10 to the power of minus 2 minus 2 into 1 1.265 into 10 to the power of minus 2. This is the final one. This is the problem. Now lambda naught m BA OH2 equals to BaOH equals to, it is after doing this calculation 5.232 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Simon meter square per mole. Okay guys, just to calculate it, if it is any mistake is there here, any printing mistake in a book, printing mistakes also will come. I done without calculating, I am writing directly. Okay, if it is there any mistakes, you inform me. Okay, got it? This is the answer. This is the way of doing. This 2 is important. Here plus symbols, minus symbols, and the number of times we are taking, that is important, very very important. Okay, if you are doing their mistake, it become big mistake. Okay, do like that. Now this is the way of doing Kohlrausch law. First application. What is first application? Infinite dilution. Okay, these are the Kohlrausch law. Fully Kohlrausch law, 5 applications, 5 based on problems, all are completed. Now very very important topic, electrochemical cell. This electrochemical cell, electrochemistry means this only, no more doubt. It is a 90% of importance, electrochemistry. In electrochemistry, 90% is electrochemical cell only, very very important. First of all, look at this arrow mark, how I kept. So chemical to electro energy. See, the definition is there in this, that chemical energy conversion into electrical energy by using a cell. Chemical energy converted into electrical energy by using a cell is called electrochemical cell. Okay, electrochemical cell. In electrolysis, what is happening? Electrolysis. Actually, I should not write here, but I am writing electrolysis. Electrical energy converting into chemical energy. Very very important. Electrolysis, electrical energy converted into chemical energy, and electrochemical cell, chemical energy converted into electrical energy. Chemical energy means what? Inside H2SO4, inside copper sulfate, inside zinc sulfate, inside copper, inside zinc, inside sulfate, inside potassium, what energy is there? That chemical energy is converted into electrical energy is called electrochemical energy. And this is electrochemical cell we are using. By using this one, we are calculating this one. This is the first and important point, Amma. This is the first and very very important point. Chemical energy is converted into electrical energy is called electrochemical energy. This is electrochemical cell we are using for finding purpose. Okay, in a book how they gave, a device is used to convert a chemical energy produced in the redox reaction into electrical energy is called electrochemical cell. Simply chemical cell. So what is going on here? Redox reaction is going on here. Redox reaction, the chemical energy is converted into electrical energy by using redox reaction. This is the first and important point, number 1. Number 2 point. Here Sir, in the starting of the chapter, you said it is a positive, negative, cathode, and anode. You are telling a lot of confusion, right? Now, here, the positive one and negative one is called what? Okay? Here, first we are discussing about electrochemical. The plus means cation. This is called cathode. Here, it is opposite. Negative one is anode. Where it is electrochemical cell, ECC, electrochemical cell. And electrolysis what? Electrolysis, E-lysis what? This is the anode, this is the cathode. Got it? What is the difference here? The positive one is cathode in electrochemical cell, negative is anode. And in electrolysis, previous chapter, first day chapter, the anode is positive, cathode is negative. Just very 1000 times, 2000 times, 1 lakh times important, very important. If you forget this point, whatever you do, that problem answer it won't come. At cathode what is going on, at anode what is going on, we don't know. Okay? This is the second most important point. Now third most important point. Redox. Redox means reduction and oxidation. Reduction and oxidation. Reduction fully completing here, but we have to call off reduction. And oxidation fully happening here, but off oxidation we have to call. Off reduction, off oxidation, combinedly fully redox. This is the important point. Sir, one reduction is going on, one oxidation is going on, totally two redox, wrong. Off reduction, off oxidation combinedly called one full redox reaction. One full redox reaction. Okay, this is the third point. Okay, and fourth very important point, where electrons transferred from right to left, for example, it is right to left. Electrons are transferring right to left. There here current transferring left to right. This is very important. Opposite direction. Electrons are moving one side to one side. That quite opposite current will conventional. The movement of current is opposite. So electrons are going left to right, or cathode to anode, or anode to cathode, wherever it. That quite opposite current will transfer. Okay? And next, this is first point. In the fourth point only first point. Second point, cations moving left to right, for example left to right. Anions are right to left. Quite opposite this also. The movement of cations from cathode to anode, for example. Now anions are anode to cathode. Quite opposite. This is also one of the important point. And last most important one is galvanic cell, voltaic cell, and Daniell cell. The Daniell spelling, amma, 1 minute. DANIELL, Daniell cell. Actually, these three cells are what? These three cells, three different scientists. It is Luigi Galvani in the year of 1780. Luigi Galvani scientist the 1780 in the year he assembled the cell. And in the 1800 century, in the 1800 of year, Alessandro Volta, the scientist is discovered this thing. Okay, and this Daniel year not given. Daniel cell is later he discovered this. But in this three, what is the differences are there actually? In the topic, it is continuously keep on coming this topic. Galvanic cell, voltaic cell, Daniel cell. What is the difference between this? First of all, galvanic cell, voltaic cell, both are same. We can call galvanic cell, voltaic cell. We can use it same. Both are same. But Daniel cell is different. What is the difference here? If the copper electrode dipped in copper sulfate we are using, that is Daniel cell. Try to understand, Amma. This is copper electrode dipping in copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution, that is called Daniel cell. So, the copper we are dipping in silver, or copper dipping in zinc sulfate, ZnSO4. These all are galvanic and voltaic cells. Copper dipping in copper sulfate is called Daniel cell. Copper dipping in silver sulfate or zinc sulfate are different solutions we are using. That is called, it is galvanic or voltaic cell. Okay. See, in the first Daniel scientist is using copper electrode in copper pot. The first cell in the world. Now I won't tell this is the first cell in the world. Actually in the Kerala, Lord Padmanabha temple is there, right? Padmanabha, world richest temple in the world. The temple, the downside in the what is that? All will bath, right? That water, Koneru means that they all will bath in that one, and they will visit the temple, right? In the temple bottom, one bulb is there. In the world, they are not using electric bulb. That time only their power they are using. That king of that Padmanabha Swami temple, who is that ruling that temple, king, is bathing at night time by switch on that time inside the swimming pool, and is used that cell, this cell, Daniel cell. Actually, so Western people they are using their name first, but actually Indian only discovered the first. I won't trust that one. Okay, but name is coming for Daniel. Actually, Indian only first discovered in Kerala, Padmanabha temple. That is in the first starting. It is in Tamil region fully. Okay, Tamil person only invited that. Okay, yeah. But in the book, whatever it is there, we have to learn that only, because of that is our Indians is like that only happened. Yeah, it is a Daniel cell is a copper wire and copper electrode is taken in a copper pot, that is called Daniel cell. Now copper we are using with the different chemicals, that is called galvanic and voltaic cell. This is the first and most and last but not least but most important one. This is first. Where electricity is transferring, current is opposite way it will go. Electricity is going right to left, na current will go left to right. Redox means not two. Reduction not separate, oxidation not separate. Reduction off, oxidation off, commonly one redox. And positive is cathode, negative is anode. Positive is cathode, negative is anode. Now electrochemical cell, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy in redox reaction is called electrochemical cell. This is the 5 most important topics. Without these 5 points, you can't learn anything. Okay. Now let's go to the first. Put aside heading galvanic cell. Galvanic cell. If you are using volts in this cell, that is called voltaic cell. If using volts, electric volts if you are using, that is galvanic. Volts if you are using, that is called voltaic cell. Okay, here the thing is galvanic cell. The device is used to convert the chemical energy produced in the redox reaction into electrical energy called electrochemical cell, simply galvanic cell. Okay, in the year of 1780, Galvani, Lungi Galvani, he discovered this one. Now first take redox reaction between zinc and copper sulfate. Now first write the reaction. Before going to reaction, we will take, and one more thing, Amma. Electrolysis in single beaker, but electrochemical cell is two beakers, two separate beakers. Remember that. So two beakers I taken. Here zinc rod I am taking. Here what I am taking? Here copper rod I am taking. Cu rod, zinc rod. In the solution what I am taking? It is CuSO4 solution I am taking. CuSO4 solution I am taking here. And here AgNO3 I am taking here. AgNO3 solution I am taking. Solution. Same amount we have to take, Amma. Okay? Same amount we have to take. This is the AgNO3 solution, zinc and copper solution. Okay? So, now we passed some amount of electricity with using ampere. Now here one place reduction going on, one place oxidation going on. So, one place oxidation going on, one place reduction going on. Either here oxidation, here reduction, whatever it we will discuss. So that time, after some time what will happen? This zinc rod is there, right? Zinc rod slowly it will dissolve. This, so everything is dissolved in this one. Now finally it become like this. Okay? And even here copper also slowly dissolving. It become like this. Are you getting my point? This everything is dissolved. While it is dissolving, the downside, some particles are forming. What particles? Here downside some particles are going on. Here downside some particles are going on. So what are the particles? That is Cu particle, and this is Ag particle. Pure copper, pure silver coming downside. Why? Actually AgNO3, right? But Ag only forming downside stones. Particles are forming here copper and silver. Why it is? This copper sulfate solution, this sulfate solution is giving to zinc. And the solution is become ZnSO4. And this solution is what? CuNO3. It won't form. We will discuss later. That is how it will form. Ag coming, Cu coming. Okay? So what is going on actually here? Now let's take first reaction. Zinc solid means electrode. Plus CuSO4 aqua means this solution, this down in the beaker solution is converted into ZnSO4 become aqua, and Cu become solid downside. Got it? Same similar. It is Cu is solid, Cu is solid, and AgNO3 is aqua, 2 moles aqua. Now it become CuNO3 twice and 2Ag solid. Got it? This reaction is going on in both beakers. This reaction is going on in both beakers. The both reactions completely, it is called redox reaction is going on. In both reactions, redox reaction is going. Means one is reduction, one is oxidation. And where is reduction going on, where is oxidation going on, that is important thing. Okay? Now, let's take first point, redox reaction in galvanic cell. In galvanic cell, zinc and CuSO4. Zinc and CuSO4. Now let's take, I will write the reactions. Zn plus CuSO4 gives rise to ZnSO4 plus Cu. This reaction shall I write in different manner? Shall I write in different manner? Shall I write like this? Zinc plus Cu plus 2. CuSO4 means it is 2 valence is there. So Cu plus 2 shall I write? So shall I take Zn plus 2 and Cu? Both are right. Both are same, right? Both are same. Now what is going on here? What is going on here? Now let's take off reaction. Zn is become Zn plus 2. Zn becomes Zn plus 2 means it is losing 2 electrons. It is losing 2 electrons. Losing of electrons means, yes, oxidation. Oxidation. What oxidation? Of oxidation. Of oxidation. Now here Cu plus 2 becomes Cu. Means it is gaining of 2 electrons. It is Cu. Now it is of reduction. Of reduction. Now look at here, oxidation going on, here reduction going on. This both reactions are redox. Same like that only. Now this first line completed. Now do it second one. Now Cu2 Ag. What is going on? Where it is oxidation is going on, where it is reduction is going on, we have to know. Okay? But how it is half cells reduction couples, we can call it as half cells and reductions couple. Now we'll go to the 1 minute. Now let's take one word is salt bridge. Salt bridge. This salt bridge, this word we have to describe first. Listen, salt bridge is made up of with KCl, KNO3, K2SO4. Very, very important. Very, very important. In the middle, definitely I will ask questions. KCl, KNO3, K2SO4. These all are solidified solutions. Means when we are taking, for example, by using agar also. Agar powder, you know. Agar powder. Your biology sir will show this one. Okay? This powder, many powder, lot of powder is there. And like that, you take gelatin. Agar and gelatin. Gelatin powder also there. This both we are using for made up of salt bridge. Actually, the salt bridge is U-shaped tube, U tube. your favorite YouTube. Okay, U-shaped tube amma. This is made up with K2SO4 or KNO3 or KCl3 or agar-agar solution or gelatin solution. By using, they will made that one. For salt bridge is for U2 for neutralize the off cells. Neutralize the off cells. Okay, these bridges are the salt bridge we used for neutralize the off cells and transfer the electrons. Very important point. Salt bridge. Now I will show you the diagram. I will explain in the diagram clearly. It is what is the function of salt bridge. And one more thing, the U-tube means salt bridge without mixing the two solutions, transferring the electrons. Without mixing two solutions, one side is a zinc sulfate is there, one side is a copper sulfate is there. Without mixing that both solutions, it will transfer the ions and electrons. Okay, ions and electrons. That movement of cations, everything I will explain. Wait, this is about salt bridge. Got it? So salt bridge definition is without mixing two solutions, it will transfer the ions, one solution to one more solution. This is the definition. The function of salt bridge allow to movement of ions from one solution to another solution without mixing two solutions. Without mixing two solutions. Very important definition. Now let's go to the little bit brief definition. Now let's take this is the electrochemical reduction cell. Before whatever I draw, just forgot. That is different. This is different. Here by using ammeter, voltameter, by using voltameter or ammeter, we are connected both with the salt bridge. Before whatever I shown, this one salt bridge not there, but here salt bridge is. So with the salt bridge, with this what is going on, without salt bridge what is going on already we know. Without salt bridge, before one is happened, with salt bridge look at here. See, zinc rod is negative, copper rod is positive. Draw the diagram and look at carefully. Zinc rod is negative, copper rod is positive. Got it? 1 minute amma. Okay, see, zinc rod we taken and ZnSO4 solution and CSO4 solution, ZnSO4 solution, both we taken here. So when we transfer the electricity, that time what will happen? Zinc rod onwards, electrons will move like this to here. So that's why zinc rod will dissolve, copper is observe that. Okay, now here current will transfer, the conventional current will transfer from here to here like this. Now salt bridge contain K2SO4, K plus will come this side, SO4 will come this side. SO4 2 minus will come with zinc plus, and Cu plus SO4 minus is mingle with K. So again K2SO4 will come and SO4 will with zinc. Here K2SO4 is there, right? K2SO4. Okay, it is mingled with this one, it is mingled with this one. So CSO4 solution, ZnSO4 solution. What is going on here? Zinc is releasing electrons. Okay, so this cation is movement, the movement of cation like this. And here anion movements are opposite. Cation moving are this side, anions are moving are this side. So Zn plus 2 will come this side and this solution will come this side. So K2SO4 neutralize that. K plus will come this side, it is neutralized. SO4 minus will come this side, neutralize ZnSO4. Now slowly zinc rod will decreases the weight and copper sulfate is increases the weight. Okay, this is zinc and copper sulfate solution is going on this. Got it? Voltmeter, ammeter, this is the galvanic cell. Okay guys, this is the topic. Tomorrow briefly we will complete this. Just today introduction only. Okay, take care. Bye bye.